So I was having a meeting with my therapist the other day, and I was really struggling with my career, which is, social media and making videos for people and helping people. And I just hit a really big goal on TikTok, but I was still just not feeling good about it. Like, I was not able to celebrate my win, and I wasn't able to appreciate or be fully grateful for what had happened. And this was a goal that I've been trying to achieve for months, and I finally achieved it. It took me a little while, but I realized what the root of it was, and I realized that I was worried about money. I was worried that I'm not going to be able to make a living off of this, and I had all of these different ties to money. Like, is this going to be enough to live off of? Is this going to be enough to impress my parents, my family? Is this going to be enough to take care of people? Because I have a lot of goals when it comes to money. I'm just stressing about it unconsciously, not even aware. So what was happening was I was literally putting a fog. I was just dimming my light, my own light. Like, I wasn't even happy to make videos anymore. I wasn't happy to record videos. I wasn't happy to grow anymore. Like, all my motivation left me. Like, I was just okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I achieved my goal, and that was it. I was just wow, I got this many followers. This used to be the biggest deal in the world to me, and now I don't really care, and I don't even want to give it any attention. So I knew that something was really off. I was procrastinating making videos, and which is weird because I'm this is what I love to do, right? This is what I would want to spend the rest of my life doing. Why am I not doing that? Why am I doing everything but that? And so I realized, I was just my relationship to money was really just very thrown off. And then I realized that this is because of scarcity, and everyone has heard of this before, a scarcity mindset. It's not just with money, but it's with time, people, experiences, emotions. You can have a scarce relationship with anything, and you can have an abundant relationship with anything. Scarce means there's a lack thereof. There's not enough. There's not going to be enough. You always have to hold on to a little bit more, or stress about there being a supply of whatever it is that you want, because in your mind you feel like it's not enough. Vice versa, abundance is there is always enough. There is an infinite amount, supply of whatever it is that you want, right? You genuinely feel like you have enough, whether it's food, whether it's water, whether it's relationships, money, time. That's the difference. Abundance and scarcity, okay? Two different relationships that you can have with just about anything. I realized in therapy that the hugest block in my career is focusing on money and if it's gonna be enough. And the fact that I was scared that it wouldn't be enough money is what kept me unmotivated, what kept me procrastinating to do these things. You can only get as far in life as you believe you can. That's very simple, simply put. We can't do better than what we believe, not because we can't do better, but because our brain is wired one way and it wants consistency. Your brain loves consistency. It loves consistency because you need to be able to have consistent evidence, consistent input, consistent everything in order to make a prediction. Okay? Anybody, you can't make a prediction unless something is consistent enough. You can't make a good prediction without having consistency. So your brain is you don't know what you're doing, okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna protect us because I can predict the outcome. So if you can't predict the outcome, this is when things start to go left. This is when you start to sabotage yourself. This is when you start to procrastinate. This is when you start to get unmotivated because it's not familiar to you, okay? You don't know how it's gonna play out. You don't know how it's gonna end. So your brain will sabotage it because it's no, we're laser focused on what is consistent, what I can predict. And if I can't predict it, then it is a threat. This is what was happening to me when I was trying to continue to grow my career. I hit a certain point, and then I was okay, well, I don't know what it's gonna look like after this, right? I want something. I want to help a lot of people. I wanna grow my platform, but I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. So I started being unmotivated. I started procrastinating, and self-sabotaging, literally. Like, I stopped making videos, I stopped making content, I stopped caring, not because I don't care, but because something else is taking over. My brain is autopiloting. I actually lost control for a moment, and I didn't even realize what was happening. I genuinely thought, you know what, like, maybe this is as far as I need to go. Maybe it doesn't bring me as much happiness and peace and joy as I thought, but this is not true. This is not true. So if you change your mind, you can change your life physically, not metaphorically, physically, okay? There's science behind this, okay? So I'm gonna resume with the story, okay, because it's all gonna tie together. I started ranting to my therapist because I was just so upset. I was just so pissed and triggered. Like, why am I unmotivated? Why can I not, like, why am I not excited to be growing? Like, this is all that I've ever wanted to do with my life. Like, if I could drop everything and just help people heal and make videos for the rest of my life and be able to make a living off of it, I would. Like, why is this bothering me so much? And then I started stressing about money. I'm like, I wish that I was explaining to her, like, everybody loves my videos. Like, I went viral several times, and things that I said that I didn't even realize were important have changed people's lives. There's thousands of people messaging me saying, like, oh my gosh, you're changing my life. Oh my gosh, you need to have a podcast. You need to do this. You need to do a book. You need to do all of these things. And I'm like, me? Like, are we talking about the same person here? Like, I had no idea that this was going to happen, right? Like, I always wanted it to happen, but I actually experienced it, and I'm like, wow. Like, what I say actually has the ability to change people's lives. I'm inspiring people. I'm motivating people. I'm healing people. People are literally messaging me, thanking me, blessing me because I'm saving their lives, you know? Like, that's insane to think that my videos, my little videos that I make in my room on my phone are changing people's lives. And I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude, with DMs, with messages, with comments, with likes, with all of these things. People are so grateful for what I'm doing. And I was like to my therapist, like, I wish this was the currency. Like, why does money have to be the currency? I was like, I wish that the amount of value that I'm providing for people, I wish that could be what paid me. You know, I wish that could be my living. I wish that could be my currency, right? Like, I wish, like, the value that I gave people, I wish I could go and cash that in and go buy stuff with it, because I would be so wealthy. I would be so wealthy. And I'm not hurting people. I'm not taking anything from people. I'm helping people. And they're helping me because they're giving me so much gratitude. They're giving me so much appreciation. You know, when you know what I mean? So many comments, so much attention. And I was like, I wish this was the source. I wish this was my source of income, the actual energy and value people are giving me. And then she said, oh, okay. So if this happened to be your source of income, if this happened to be the currency, then would you be worried about money? And I was like, no. I was like, no, if this was the money, I would be the wealthiest woman in the world. And she's like, why would you be the wealthiest woman in the world? I was like, because I am providing to people nonstop, and I'm skillful at this. I know how to do this. Like, my experience is the source. So I'll never stop talking about it. I'll never get bad at it. I'll never stop doing it, because this is me. This is me. I'm the source. I told her, I was like, I'm the source. Like, if I was the source of my wealth, of my money, all I needed to do was be myself and help people, I could do that forever. So I would never run out of money. I was like, there would be an abundance of money if the value I provided to people was the currency. Like, and I just kept going on and on and on and on. And she was like, asking me more things, like, okay, so then would you pay for this? Would you invest in this? And I was like, yes. She was like, if you had $300,000 and there was a charity and you wanted to donate, and they wanted you to donate $200,000, would you do it? I said, absolutely. Like, without a doubt, yes, I would give all this money away. She said, why? I said, because my money would never run out. And she's like, how do you know that? And I was like, because I would be the source. And as long as I'm still here, I can still help people, and I can still provide value to people. Because they receive that value, they will always give back to me. They will always give back to me. You know what I mean? Like, energetically, I felt so rich, so wealthy, so abundant, because I'm saving people's lives. And if that in itself was the currency, I'd be the richest person in the world. I would never run out of money, so I would give it away all the time. I would give it away all the time. I would buy whatever I want. I would see someone on the street, give them money. I would give all my family money. I would give all my friends money. And then it clicked. And I looked up at my therapist and I'm like, oh. And she's like, oh, you get it. I was like, I get it. That is abundance. That is abundance. I get it now. I understand it. And I had to sit with it. And I just felt so many chills. I was like, you hear money is an energy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, shut up. Shut your spiritual ass up. Money's an energy. You know, like, that's how I felt. But then I realized, what is money? What was before money? Because right now, money's all digital. Before what we have now, there was cash. I mean, people still use cash, but before cash, like, we just traded things. We just traded things of value. So money, currency, is just an exchange in value. And the more valuable you are to somebody, something, society, the more value you will get in return. And this clicked for me. I was like, money is an energy. If you are providing something for society, whatever it may be, society, it's just like an energetic law. Like energy, though, that's a universal law. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So all of the energy that you're putting out, you're gonna get back, right? And I know that might not make sense, so I don't wanna lose you guys. But I realized, like, if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I will always be abundant, which means I will always be wealthy. Because abundance is just never running out of money, right? You don't have to have millions and billions of dollars. You can, but you could have the same $5, and if every time you spent that $5 it just replenished, then you're abundant. You have all the money that you need because it will never run out. And when you are the source of the value that you are providing, nothing can get in the way of that. Nothing can get in the way of that. If you're providing value to humanity, to society, the way that it works is they provide value back to you because they need what you have. They need what you have, so they either have to watch it, buy it, use it, look at it, which will give you back value. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? For me, value is views, because you can get money from views, you can get money from followers, whatever. So all I'm doing is getting on video and I'm talking and I'm helping and healing people, and it's providing so much value that they're watching and they're watching again and they're following and they're liking and they're subscribing, which is making me money. Do you get what I'm saying? And as long as I continue to be myself and do what I love and make videos, which comes very easy and very natural to me, the more value I will provide, the more I will get. So I will always be abundant. And this is why people that work 9-to-5 jobs, not even 9-to-5, jobs that you don't like, this is why the money will never be enough. This is why you will always be scarce. Number one, because you're not doing what you love, okay? Listen, you can be really skillful at something. You can be really good and great at something. But if you don't love it, you're not going to do it forever. You're not going to enjoy doing it. That's going to affect the quality of your work. So you're working for this company that if you drop dead today, they will replace you in a second. They'll replace you the same day. You're miserable working this job because you don't actually love it. You don't actually care about helping people. You're just trying to make money. And if you're just trying to make money, it'll never be enough money. It will never be enough money. Because you're not providing value. You're not providing real value. You're just working under someone who's working under someone who's working under someone who's working under someone who's working under someone. And I'm not saying that you always have to work for yourself. Not everybody's an entrepreneur. But do something intentionally that you love. Because if you don't love it, then you're not providing value. And if you're not providing value, you're not going to get any return. You're not going to get any return value. But I guarantee if you do what you love, if you follow what you love, the money will come. That's what people say. People used to say this to me all the time. And I used to be like, fuck off. I don't understand what this means. What do you mean the money will come? Where is the money? Where is the money? I didn't realize, I didn't understand what it meant. And now I get it. You have to do what you love in order to be abundant. You have to do what you love. You can make plenty of money doing something that you hate. Do you understand what you're sacrificing to get there? You're sacrificing your time, your free will, the things that you actually do love just to make money. For what? For it to be barely enough for your bills? Is this really how you want to live? It's not a joke. And listen, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing. What do you have to lose by doing what you love? Because if you can do what you love, you can do it damn good. You can do it way better than whatever the hell you're doing right now. You can do it much better. You can provide so much more value to society. And if you provide to society, if you provide to anybody, they will give back to you. They have to give back to you. It doesn't, and listen, like I said, it doesn't have to be money. It will always end up being money. It will always end up being currency, something that will value you. But if all you need to make a living is 1 million views, start pouring into what you love and get so good at it and get so consistent at it that the views come and now the money comes and you're not even requiring anybody to do anything. This is the thing. People think I have to do something that people like, or I have to be popular, or I have to do this, I have to do that. There's billions of people on this earth. There's billions of people on this earth. Not everybody needs the same thing. Everybody's going to need something different. There is a good amount of people that need what you have, that have not received it yet. Okay, it doesn't matter if someone else is doing it. It doesn't matter. There's people that need your work exactly how you're going to do it. The unique method that you have, they need what you have. Whether you're going to say something, whether you're going to build something, whether you're going to do something, create something, help with something, build something, they need what you have. Okay? You have a unique energetic expression that has not been expressed and can't be expressed by anybody but you. So not only are you depriving yourself of the wealth and the abundance that you deserve, you're depriving other people of what they need. You're depriving society of what they need. They're waiting for you. And if you step into that and you do it and you love it, you're never going to stop doing it. That's the point of doing what you love. You're never going to stop doing it, because if you do something that you don't like, it's going to get tiring and it's going to get miserable, and then you're not going to actually put a lot of work into it, and then that's what decreases your value. So when you do what you love, number one, you're good at it. You're born good with it. You are skillful at it. This is a natural skill. This is not even a skill you had to build. You are naturally good at this because this is what you came down to do. Nobody can do it like you can do it. So you're not replaceable. This is another thing. People get afraid because it's competitive. You're not replaceable. There's nobody here that is literally just like you. If there was the only people that you need to worry about if you have a twin, maybe. And I just made that up. Other than that, there's no human. We all have different fingerprints. We all have different DNA. There's no same person. So if you can't find or locate anybody that's exactly identical to you and your DNA and everything about you, the number of strands of hair you have on your head, then listen, there's no threat. There's no competition, because nobody can be you. Nobody can do what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. So stop waiting and just do it. And I swear to you, the money will come. The money will come. This is abundance. This is abundance. Abundance is leaves on a tree. Okay? And when you get into your flow state, you've heard this before, the natural flow of things, which means you have to be natural, which means you have to be authentic, which means you have to do what you love in order to enter into this flow state. Just like leaves on a tree. They're green, then they turn orange, and they turn brown, and they fall, and then they grow back. And then they turn brown, and then they grow back. Nobody can defy that. This is a universal law. This is gravity. Nobody can defy the cycle of abundance. Abundance is natural. Abundance is a birthright, okay? You can misalign with abundance. You can get off course with it, which is when you start acting scarce, and when you start thinking and believing thoughts that don't align with abundance, which abundance is like innate. Abundance will never, ever, ever, nobody can stop it from happening. Nobody is God, right? Nobody can literally defy these laws. These are universal laws. These are not human worldly laws, okay? the grass grows, the trees grow, the water evaporates and then falls and then it rains. These things, this is how everything goes. This is how energy goes, right? Energy is everything. Energy is even money. Energy is currency. Energy is time. Energy is relationships. All of these things that you're scared that you're going to lose or that there's not enough of. There is an abundance and an infinite amount of everything, because everything is energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. So where does it go? Where does it go? Maybe somewhere else, but there's always more. It's always just like this, you guys. This is how you have to start thinking. You guys have a lack and scarce mindset about time, and it's 11 a.m. and then you're like, the day's over. There's 18 hours left in the day. You have 24 hours. People, relationships, love. You guys live in this tiny, small little bubble in whatever city or state or country that you live in. You will live your entire life of 100 years. If you live to 120, you still will not see this entire world. That's how big it is. So you're spending all your time on small little tiny things, like there's only this much money, I can't spend this much money. Okay, there's only this much time, I can't spend my time doing this. There's only this many people that I can. There's an infinite amount of things. Time does not exist. All that exists is space. Like, look outside. Go outside for a second. The trees don't count their leaves. The sky doesn't worry about how much space it has. The sky doesn't run out of space. The ocean doesn't worry about running out of water, you guys. Nature is built off of abundance. There's always more space. There's always more time. There is always more potential, limitless potential, unlimited potential. We're taught to think that these things are limited. Our lives are limited. This is not how the universe operates. This is not how God operates. And we are God, right? We are the universe. We come from them, right? Like, if you think about, this is a good analogy, but if God is the ocean, okay, and when we're brought into the world, we just take a cup and we scoop a cup of the ocean. So God is within us. The universe is within us. So if this is not how they operate, why are we operating like this? Why are we going against the laws of nature? And you'll notice when you go against the laws of nature, when you go against God, when you go against the universe, you start feeling really messed up and really down. A good amount of people in this world are operating against nature. Against nature. This is why things are the way that they are. This is why people are miserable. This is why things are just going wrong left and right, because we're defying nature. We're trying to, but we can't. So nature is smacking us back like, get your ass in line. If you want to defy me, then you're going to see that you're going to reap the consequences. This is what happens, okay? But what you don't understand is we can't break these laws. We can't bend these laws. These are universal laws. We didn't create these laws, so we can't destroy them. We can't go against them. And whenever we try, we're going to live a very uncomfortable and stagnant and just miserable life. This is the natural flow of the universe. And when you try to go against it, it's going to... This is why you feel the way that you feel. When you realize that space is infinite and time is continuously unfolding, you will start to understand something powerful. There is enough room for you and whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. There is enough time for you. There's enough space for whatever it is that you're imagining. There is a path for you. Abundance is not something that you learn. It is something that you remember. We were born abundant. This is a birthright. And we will die abundant. Even the cycle of life and death, that's abundance. You die, then you're reborn. You die, you're born. You die. It's everything. Everything has a natural flow. Realize that, number one, you are an abundant being. You are an abundant soul. Everything around you is abundant. Anything that you desire, that you think you want, is abundant. It is abundant. And the fact that you're even thinking about it means it already exists. Because we know this world is mostly space. And it becomes matter when we put our attention on it. It becomes physical when we focus on it. Your attention and your awareness and your focus are the most powerful things that you can utilize as a human being. You better use them. You better use them. When you look at something, it can change. When you think about something, it can change. When you do something differently, it can change. Okay, so you are abundant and you can create whatever life you want, whenever you want. And it cannot be taken away from you. I hope this helps. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video.